Great to catch up with the points leaders in the OK Junior category of Champions of the Future 2022, Dmitry Matveev and Nathan Tye. It's been a very interesting start to the season in the first two rounds. Coming to you, Dmitry, obviously the two of you are locked in battle for the title, but you guys have kept the respect between you both on and off the track. It's been very exciting so far. How would you assess the first half of the season?
The first part of the season was quite okay for me because now I'm second in the points, which bring me a lot of confidence for the last two rounds. And Portimao was a bit tough because I was lacking the space in the final and pre-final, but I really liked Zuera and the track just fitted me and I had perfect pace. So did really great job in the final. Tried to overtake as fast as I can and then went for the lead and won the race. That gave me a lot of points, so I went up from the ratings from the back to second place, and now I'm behind Nathan, so I will try to fight for the lead now.
Well, you're behind Nathan, but obviously, Nathan, it's been a very tough start to the season. You had difficulties in Portimao, you came back from them in Zuera, so the two of you have had your turn, I guess, on the top of the podium. So from the first half of the season, how would you guys feel things have been?
It's beautiful to be here. I love the track, I love the environment, and I really miss driving the OK. It takes me a little to get used to the braking and get it to the limit, but I'm feeling more and more confident and better with the cars, so no, it's awesome being here.
So obviously it's been an interesting start in Champions of the Future for you two. Very close in OK Junior, as we always knew it was going to be. We come to Kristianstad, the weather could be very interesting, the circuit is completely different. How are you guys likely to find it? Dmitry, from your point of view, with Koski Motorsport being a local team, is there an advantage?
I think if you do correct work, it always can be the best result for us. And for me, it doesn't really matter which track we do, so we just need to find the setup, and my driving style need to a bit correct it. So if we do it, every time we get really good pace, and after just about the fight in the final and just going in front. So it's like coming to this round is same as before. Nothing really different. Just try to finish as in front as I can and be stable during the race to get as much points as I can.
Well, it sounds simple, Nathan. Is that about the same sort of reaction that you would have to it? How physical have you had to be over the last couple of weeks to get yourself back in for the weight limit in the OK category?
It's been tough, and first of all, yeah, I have no pressure. Like, I gotta beat this guy, otherwise we got problems, but no, anyway, it's cool to race with him, and hopefully we can...
So with this circuit being completely different, Dmitry, just what is it like to get the setup right on this circuit? It's a lot of fast straights into big braking zones, a very different challenge from what we saw at Portimao and Zuera. How big a difference is it from a driver's perspective?
For the driver, it's like you need to stay always more focused, for sure, because the straights are shorter, everything is quite smaller, and you need to feel like confident in every braking more, as for me, because this track is more sliding and the mistake costs more than in Zuera. But Zuera is different, is more large than in this track. This track, as for me, is more kind of old style. So I like it, and for me, it doesn't really matter which track I like. I just need to go fast in it. I feel that.
Obviously, you're the kind of person who likes to go for a big overtake, Nathan. This is the kind of circuit that lends itself to that. How are you finding it so far?
You always have to be very concentrated, otherwise you can make some mistakes. It's a track where also the driving can make a big difference, so happy about that. And it looks like a good track for overtakes and racing overall. So yeah.
Hasn't pulled off too many cheeky moves on you yet, Dmitry.
On me?
Yeah. A few?
He did some. I think in Portimao, some of them were quite good.
But he's had a few back on you, hasn't he?
Exactly. I think in the minute we're quite even.
So where do you think the key factor is going to be? Who's going to have the edge this weekend, Dmitry? And what is a driver going to need to have right to get the victory at Kristianstad? Is it down to tyres? Is it down to mechanical grip? What is really going to be the main factor?
Is the, for sure, confidence of the pilot. And you need to just put everything together, basically. As for me, keeping calm is really important, and just be as confident as you can during all the heats and races. Don't go too much back, and just fight for the final, not for one single race like heat. You need to think about going as good in the final, so just prepare the start in the final, and also not forget about points. So that's my point.
Sodikart's got really good at looking after its tyres of late, Nathan, particularly in the finals. Is that going to be the secret weapon you guys will unleash on Sunday?
But it's awesome to communicate with him, to speak with him, and to learn together. And this time we also share the room, so hopefully we'll have both a good week. So there's going to be a good atmosphere in the hotel.
And the thing is going to be pretty interesting as well, coming into a weekend like this. What's been really nice to observe about the battle between you two in Champions of the Future so far is the respect that you guys have been able to show each other on track and off track at all times. Is that something that you guys are, really proud of, that you can absolutely have that kind of opportunity and that kind of battle in this paddock? Dmitry?
I actually really like to battle, to overtake each other, but you need to pay respect for sure to everyone, and that's important. That's the key, because if you not pay respect to one driver, in my opinion, he will give back. So you always need to do clean racing, basically, and be as clean for you and be fair. That's the thing.
Nathan, you've got a bit of a reputation of being very hard on the track, but also being very fair. And I guess that's something that you've always brought to the races. In Champions of the Future, you've stepped it up another gear compared to last year. Is that something that we're likely to see not just here, but also at Franciacorta at the season finale?
Yeah, I definitely think
The race goes very well for you both. You're in the penultimate lap, and you're both fighting for the victory. Is there a plan? Is there a strategy? Or have you not even dared to think about that yet?
Not yet.
I'm hoping he would just let me pass for the win, but...
Yeah,
and then
you've met
he-
Lorenzo, haven't you?
Yeah. And then he can just defend from the drivers behind me, that'd be great.
We'll talk about that. No, but
And I'm sure you guys are prepared for another fair fight. A nice shake before the start of the weekend, I'm sure. Great to see. Thank you, Nathan and Dmitry. Good luck for the weekend.
Thank you.